It's another new edition of the Wild Show.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. See, first of all, I don't care if the Redskins lose all the rest of their games.
That's right. That's right.
They could have been 0-16. When you're a fan, you are a fan.
For life.
I'm a Jackson 5 fan. Michael Jackson is dead. He's still my man.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm a New Edition fan.
Okay.
All the time, baby. Oh.
Now, with that being said, all of us are Redskin fans. Okay? So, boy lovers and anybody else who like any other teams, you got to know you can't hurt our feelings. Don't make no difference what you say. We only having fun. I hope y'all don't take it seriously, because whenever we post stuff on our Facebook page, unless I say, and I'm coming to get you, I'm only playing. So if I say something wrong with your hair, Charles Pearson, if I say something about being the Three Stooges or Don F.O.S. Folding, don't make no difference what we saying. We are having fun.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
We got plenty of big words for you today. So believe me when I tell you we had some fun on this edition of the Wild Show.
That's
The
right.
Washington's on the Washington Redskins.
That's right. That's
Okay?
right. That's right.
Now I'm Mike Washington. This is my brother Darryl
What's
Washington.
going on?
And sitting in for my brother Jeff Washington, but you still know he is a member of the Wild Show. My man, Tough Shorty, aka the Wild Man.
That's
What
right.
up? What up?
And always, my man, Scott Dickens, with the comment of the week. So check this out, people.
The word of the week is December. Yeah. See, December is a time where the Cowboys don't know how to win. And I love it. Amen.
Okay, so he will be back to let y'all know what's going on with the month and the word December. Always, we let the ladies know
That's right.
we represent breast cancer 24/7. Okay,
That's right.
also wear your purple for domestic violence, because see, in some cases you might not really be able to do anything about this unless you get it treated fast enough. But you can always do something about domestic violence.
That's right.
Stop hitting each other. Okay, it's not a disease; it's a sickness.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
choice.
So now, with that being said, yesterday was a fiasco. I mean, I've never felt that way about the Redskins before in my life. First of all, I was debating whether I wanted to go in that.
Right.
Because you know we got season tickets.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out, do we go sit in the cold or what do we do?
Right.
So my daughter and I went over there and we sat there until I got cold. And it didn't take long for me to get cold.
That was first quarter, right?
Basically.
Basically, first quarter.
And then second quarter, we was heading to the parking lot.
Wow.
Now, yeah, man, because I wanted to make a point. I wasn't walking out on the Redskins. I'm walking out on. I knew yesterday that they was going to be having some kind of crazy discussions and talking about what the Shanahans are going to be doing or whatever the case may be. But you know, for the most part, next year the Redskins will be the Redskins. I don't know if they're going to change their name, what they're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't care, because I am a Washington sports fan.
That's right.
So they could be called the Washington Cars, the Washington Apples. I'm going to go out there and cheer for them. That's my football team. So don't make no difference with y'all laughing about the 3-9, 3-10, RG 3-10, all that's funny. All the songs you made, it's all funny. It's all fun. It's all good. But my thing is though, you know, it's still our team. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
That's right.
So
Right.
now, Tough Shorty, aka Wild Man, you witnessed what happened yesterday. You know, and in your own words, what did you think about yesterday?
In my own words, Mike, I would like to say,
They said Michael.
Wild Nation, this is not the Redskins we're known to see.
Okay.
Number one, championship games are built from special teams, the defense, the offense.
That's right.
And if the special teams come out looking like they're not out there to play or even to look to play to hit somebody, then we're not going to do great. And we're not doing that great right now. So, back to RG3, young man, just keep doing what you're doing. All you can do is keep your head up, stay focused, and don't let the words from all out in the nation come and hit you. and keep you out from what you're doing, man. Just keep your head in the game, and we're gonna be all right. So everybody, don't panic. It's a little setback, but we be back. 2014 is around the corner.
That's right.
Believe that.
Okay, so so Daryl, you feeling? Tell me what you was feeling yesterday. But first of all, let the nation know what's going on in that game tonight.
Oh, you talking about the Dallas-Chicago game?
Yes, sir.
But right now, I got 14-7 Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago.
December, I told you, December, baby.
So, with that being said, man, yesterday wasn't really surprised, but you hate to see your team go out like that,
Right.
Somebody you're cheering for, and then me being a businessman, you don't want to see professionals perform the way they performed on yesterday.
Right.
The way they performed yesterday didn't look like they were getting paid to play football.
Exactly.
They didn't look like they were getting paid to play football. They looked like they were out there because somebody asked them to come and fill in for some other guys. But it was tough to watch. I watched the whole thing, because I'm a Redskin fan.
That's it.
And I just love football, man. It's my team. I think I learned how to lose playing boys club. My first year playing boys club, man, I think we was 0-12.
Sure.
And my dad didn't let me quit. So I'm not gonna quit on anybody that I'm rooting for, whether they winning or losing, man. I'm a fan. So with that being said, man, didn't like what I saw, but hey,
I got a question.
it's always next year.
So you're saying that the team look like they're not out there to play?
No, sir.
Okay. The replacement team that we had, 1987,
Right.
played harder than this team did yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's sad. That is sad, Wild Nation, because replacement players show that they're here to play football, not to play for money, play football.
That's right.
If you're here to play for money, then as a player, whoever you are, you're not a Redskin. You need to get off our Redskin team and go somewhere else. Because we need Redskin players that's going to give their heart for us fans. And us fans are giving you our heart to come out and support you. So you got to give it back to us. And we didn't get that yesterday.
Sure enough.
And I want everybody to know that. We didn't get that yesterday. That's for sure.
Second of all, that ain't even how you play for money. You play like that, they ain't gonna pay you no longer. Matter of fact, McDonald's may not even hire you for real for that. But I'm gonna tell you this too. A lot of people come out down real hard on our punter. They told the man to punt that man. You know why? Because special teams need to work on covering punts. But Keith Burns, woo! I never liked Keith Burns since day one. You know why? You don't make a comment in the newspaper state that I want my special teams just to not win the game but lose a game. That's a mediocre mentality.
Right.
You sound like a fired DC public school teacher before charter schools came about.
Now, that was, Scott, I'm telling you, you always come up with something good, that's for sure. I'm telling you, he keep me laughing. I'm telling you right now. Wild Nation, for those of y'all that are watching for the first time, or possibly watching for the first time but didn't catch us last week, and seeing Scott for the first time, I should say. Scott Dickens is a great friend of ours and will be a part of the Wild Show. He gives us great comments and always fills us in with his dialogue, big word segment that drives the boy lovers crazy. All right, so now we're gonna jump over to the rookies. Usually, we have this big introduction and bring you in and everything and all. Wild Man is sitting there in Tough Shorty for my brother Jeff, who was vacant today. Still is a Redskin fan. Will always be a Redskin fan.
Till Jesus come back.
Okay, you hear me, and Lord, I don't want to come back too soon. Okay, I got a couple things I need to do. But anyway, Wild Man, what did you feel about the rookies yesterday? And did you feel anything? I mean, because I like to hear your statement on the rookies.
Well, in episode 16, Michael, I said, let me tell you about my rookies.
Yeah.
And I jumped out. And I jumped back out. Because that's basically what our rookies been doing lately. They're out there, but they're not out there.
Right.
Okay? David Amerson, son, I don't know what you done done. I don't know what you done said or who you done rubbed wrong. Apparently you ain't rubbed the right person because you should have been out there hitting somebody. Okay, you're out there, you're doing your job, but sometimes, man, at some point, you got to use your athleticism. Play the game of football. Stop thinking, just play. Because right now we're 3-9. Nothing else we can do.
3-10.
Well, my bad.
I mean, that's
3
what
and
I'm
10.
saying. It's 3-10.
3-10.
Yeah, don't.
I try to leave the 10 off.
Don't make it last no longer.
I try to leave the 10 off. But anyway, the rest of my rookies, Rambo, son, you kind of look like you're still feeling your way through.
Yeah.
You're unsure if you got to come up to support the run or stay back and support the pass. Some point, you just got to just go pick one. Basically what I'm thinking right now, just pick one. Come up or go back. Just do something.
Okay.
Not keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Reed, get healthy, man, because we're going to need you. And I can't leave this guy out because we haven't spoke to him, since the second game of the season?
Yeah.
Chris Thompson?
Yeah.
Son, whatever's going on with you, I need you to hurry and get yourself together.
Yeah.
Because your rookie year has been a bad one. So all my rooks, I need y'all to come back in your sophomore year, man, and come back with a fire in your stomach, man, and just blow off somebody, man. Let's go.
All right. My man. Now, this is our segment where I like to get Scott involved in what we're saying, and it's no other way to bring him out. We're doing a rough edit of the Wild Show today, Washington and Washington Redskins. So without further ado, Scott Dickens, give him your comments for this week's performance.
Yeah, RG3 only threw 464 yards, 12 for 26. Let's not obviate the fact that it was cold outside, it was snowing, and it was ice on the ground. And Alex Smith, who's been in the league way longer than RG3, only threw 437 yards. So it's not going to be a great passing day with that type of skill level and skill set. But also, we know we terrible. We 3-10.
That's right.
But let's not arbitrarily judge Shanahan on just 4 years like you would judge for any other coach.
Okay.
No coach would have took this job if they would have known we was going to get surprise hit with a $36 million cap space
That's
for
right.
2 years.
Okay.
That brings you down to 2 years right there.
That's right.
So if you can't build the players you want for 2 years and everybody keep taking it light, of course you don't understand, because you know why? The Redskins was the only team that this has ever happened to in the history of the NFL.
Wow.
So of course you can't relate. Nobody could relate. But meantime, between time, we got to keep pushing. And all you boy lovers, I'm just trying to tell y'all, back up, because your mother's here, baby. And guess what? We're going to choke you out still, you hear me? We punk you every year when it's playoff time.
Right.
We're going to see to it that you're home just like we did last year.
That's right.
You hear me?
Wow.
Redskins for life.
Right.
Thank you, Scott Dickens. Woo! Check this out. He brought up a very good point, and I want to touch on it, and that is setting records. I told you and Jeff before, while I may remember, you want to set a record on Redskins, just play them. You're a prophet. Yesterday,
Kick return.
2 records were set on the Washington Redskins.
I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it.
I was like, I can't believe this. I mean, in the history of the Washington Redskins, they have not had a team that have had anybody that had that many yards on them on special teams,
Wow.
running the ball back on them.
Wow.
Okay. I was like, I mean, come on. So Don Folden, Ricky Bibb, Robert Graham, Michael Mills. Who am I leaving out? Charles Pierce. Charles. Need a hiccup. Pearson. Richard Crosby.
Crosby.
Yeah, Richard Crosby.
Y'all bad me, you hear me? Y'all bad me.
I just want to tell y'all, you can't say nothing that's going to hurt us because we already know it already. But again, we watching y'all tonight. I hope y'all win because I don't want y'all to have no excuse when we play y'all. December 22nd, it's going to be our Christmas present to y'all to make y'all stay home. Okay, you heard it here on the Wild Show.
That's right.
Okay, now what do y'all think about Atlanta? What's going on? Atlanta has a pretty decent team this year. I think Atlanta is going to be hard to beat. They're playing them in the Georgia Dome okay, which is Atlanta Stadium, and I don't know if the Redskins are going to be able to pick themselves up from this game. And I'm only hoping that everybody was trying not to get a growing pool. That's going to be our excuse. Nobody wanted to get a growing pool Sunday playing in the snow. So hopefully, when they're playing in that dome, the stadium's going to be perfect. What you think? What are your thoughts on Atlanta?
Well, Mike, first of all, remember how we used to play throwback tackle?
Right.
Instead of just kicking the ball,
Right.
you just take the ball and just
Right.
try to heave it far as you can.
Right.
I wonder, is there a way when the coin toss is going on in the dome, can we just tell the ref, can we just throw the ball down the field?
And
And hopefully we can cover
Right.
the ball. Because kicking it down there,
Yeah.
it's not seeming to work. And then when it's time to punt, can we just say we defer the punt and just give the ball on the 20 or the 30?
Right.
Because Rocco,
Yeah.
you need to get rocked. Because son, at some point you gotta say, hold up, this man making me look bad punting this ball to him. Let me punt it to the sideline and see what I can make him do. Something. Don't just kick it straight to him.
Or at least make a tackle.
Hey, don't just reach out and smack him on the top of his helmet.
You can be the last one, like he's saying, way to go, buddy.
Hey, but anyway, like you said, you asked me what you think about Atlanta Falcons. Right now, Atlanta's playing better than us.
Most definitely.
They're playing better than us.
A lot of people playing
We
better.
know this. I know this.
Yeah.
Okay, but I still feel we can make a game of it if we come out early and execute. Least show that we want to try to beat these people. If we don't, we're going to be doing what we've been doing for the last 4 games. Fighting in the third quarter to the fourth to try to come back to make the game respectable.
There it is.
We got to do better, gentlemen. We got to play first quarter to the fourth.
That's right.
60 minutes.
Darryl, what you think about Atlanta?
Well, you know, we both got the same record, 3-10. I believe they lost by 1 point yesterday to Green Bay. You know, Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers team.
Oh, wow.
So,
Right.
you know, so that, I mean, it's not saying a whole lot, you know, but they're talking about maybe starting Kirk Cousins, I believe. You know, it really doesn't make a difference at this point. You know, I mean, you know, hey man, play Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, increase his value.
Okay,
You know, put him in the game
Right.
so so all the fans that was crying out for Kirk Cousins, you know, during the year can see that he is not the answer.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but let him give him some time.
Yeah.
You know, let him get out there, and I hope he doesn't get hurt. You know, just looking for, I mean, the guys to come out, man, and act like professionals.
There you go.
That's all I'm looking for.
There you go. That's, I'm thinking the same thing. My thing is, if we're going to play Atlanta, down in Atlanta, and take a trip down there, number one, you won't have any fans to supposedly boo you. Now, because it's hard when your fans boo. Atlanta fans booing you expect that. Okay, I hope that they can go down in there and jump into them quick. Because what you need to do is you need to get some momentum built up. So when you come back home, believe me, it's either going to be half and half or 90% and 10%. Half and half meaning the Redskins fans are going to sell your tickets. Don't sell your tickets. Come to the Redskin Dallas game. I'm going to be there. If it is half and half, it's going to be very interesting. But I think we can beat Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta is a bad team, but they're not a team that's unbeatable. And if we lose to Atlanta with having the same record, then that'll let me know that the Redskins have just given up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I mean I hate to see grown men doing anything and give up. So
Yeah,
if you play
man.
Atlanta, don't give up. Okay, Scott, what's your comment on Atlanta?
Oh, Atlanta. 3 and 10 team. It's gonna really boil down to who really wanted it baddest, because both teams, individual players, they playing for their jobs. This is just really an audition for where you're gonna be next year. Put film on the tape, whether you're gonna stay in the league or you're gonna be in Wendy's. You know. But I guess it's the worst of the worst playing now.
Yeah.
But I'm looking for a Dallas week for real, because that'll always bring my spirits up.
I like that. Okay, now with that being said, we got fan comments. I don't know if you had any from this week or whatever, because it'd be interesting to know what the fans actually were saying about the Redskins. Because we already know that there's some ride or die fans. You know what I mean? You know, there's some fans. I mean, I can understand some fans that don't actually know the game, and that's not a put down, but don't know the game, so they get upset, they get afraid, they don't know what's happening. But you know, as Redskin fans or football fans, period, sports fans, we can look and see what's going on and what's happening. And so a lot of times we listen to your comments, we read your comments, and we like to answer you back. Sometimes we just know that you're speaking out of fear or out of frustration. You know what I mean? But any fan comments that you'd like to?
Yeah, well, we you know, we posted on our fan page that yesterday was a disgrace, pretty much, man. So we got some fan reaction from a whole host of people.
I saw that.
I saw that myself.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think Kevin Young said they are growing just like Cam Newton, but he's not healthy at all. Talking about RG3.
Sure.
You know, we know they're going through some growing pains, but man, what a way to grow.
Okay.
And then we had LaShawn Boyd Amos. She said Shanahan must go.
Okay. Wow.
All right, she was angry.
Yeah, this she said we can work our way down, and if someone performed this bad at a regular 9-to-5 job, they would have been gone.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
You know,
I mean, supervisor and employee, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And lastly, but we had well, not lastly, because we had a couple more. Letitia Odamente said, "OMG, I hope they make some serious changes next year, or I'm going to root for Baltimore."
Oh, hey, no,
Wow.
Matisse.
And she said, "I'm still be a fan though. Fan of who? I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Now you with Baltimore?
you gonna root for the
Right,
fan,
right.
You know, come
No,
on,
sir.
So that was some of the comments, man. You know.
What about Garland? Garland didn't say nothing this week?
Oh yeah, man. We, you know,
Can't
Garland.
leave Garland out.
Garland has questions that you got to kind of like
It's like
break
a
down
scripture.
and pull out the meat of it. You know,
Yeah.
I ain't had a chance.
God
to
got a question. You got to call Scott. Ask Scott what he thinks,
do that. Right.
and then dissect that and break it down a little bit.
And basically, Garland asks pretty much the same question every week. Okay, is it time for the Shanahans to go? Yeah,
Right. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And
we appreciate you too for that.
yeah, oh yeah,
We
Garland.
appreciate
Yeah,
you
yeah.
for that.
But Garland is like the man that you need when you ready to make your Thanksgiving turkey. Put that stuffing up in it. Just put it up in it. You know, he puts all that in there.
Oh, yeah.
And when you go to reach, you're going to come out with something good because he likes to hear something in return. You know, return.
That's right.
Because he giving you a lot. He want a little return.
No doubt,
So,
no doubt.
but I like him as a fan, and I like him as a fan of the Wild Nation because
No doubt about it.
he is showing a passion, which the players are not giving us the passion back.
That's it. That's it. Okay. So with all that being said, you know, just like the game yesterday, we done. So predictions on the Atlanta Falcons game. Tush Sheldon, aka the Wild Man.
How we do it? Prediction time. Let me see.
She got baby.
10-3. Skins.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
10-3.
Okay.
Man, that was you must have been.
I'm 10-3. Let's move on.
Okay.
10-3.
What you think?
I was thinking 12-3.
Whoa!
Field goal game.
Yeah, that sounds even better.
Did we score yesterday? Oh yeah, that's right. They had a great pass to Paulson.
Yeah.
You know, so still 12-3.
Slow-mo Paulson.
I got us winning 12-3.
Slow-mo.
Okay. And I'm thinking 14-10.
Okay.
14-10. I think the Redskins got 2 touchdowns in them. You're playing a 3-10 team also.
Okay.
Hopefully, we should be able to score 2 touchdowns. Okay? 2 touchdowns. They score a touchdown and kick a field goal. Redskins win 14-10.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
good. Okay.
Scott, what you think, Scott?
I actually believe we're going to win 24-14.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Atlanta's defense is ready for the number 8 offense in the league.
Wow.
8!
Okay. Okay.
He say 8.
He said number 8.
It is?
That's what he said.
Where's the offensive line ranked at?
That I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna leave that at 8.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, since you're sitting there for Jeff this week, why don't you go ahead and take over his part and let people know we like them to like and share.
Hey, like and share our fan page on Facebook. Why? The Washington's on the Washington Redskins.
Also, look here, if you got Twitter, follow us on Twitter at _WOW1932. And then, hey, if you got Instagram, we're on Instagram at Washington's on Washington. Follow us.
Make sure you click and subscribe on YouTube and email us at washingtonsonwashington@gmail.com. And you also know that we like to end our show by saying HTT doesn't mean hater. It means
Hail to the Redskins!
hey y'all, take it away, Tough Show.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching the Wild Show. The Washington's on the Washington Redskins. I am Tough Shorty, aka Wild Man, and as you can see, Tough Piggy didn't show up tonight. So hey, see you next time.
Also, you might not see my clip this week, but next week tune in and I will be at the Improv in DC, January the 3rd and 4th. Wild Nation, show up. If you're a real Redskin fan and you're watching the Wild Show, come out and check me and Cheryl Underwood out. All right? January the 3rd and 4th at the DC Improv. We love you here at the Wild Show. I'm Mike Washington. This is Darryl Washington, Tough Shorty, aka the Wild Man, and my man Scott Dickens. Peace.